Well, hey Gideonstactical family, welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining me today as we talk about footwear and my 5 essential footwear items I'm trusting as we go into spring and summer and all the adventures that we're going to live out and enjoy together, not only for me and my family, but us together as the Gideonstactical family here on YouTube. And I want to share the 5 footwear items that I trust, that are reliable, that I've been using for an extended period of time, that allow me to do so many different tasks, different adventures, and just share with you the items that I trust on my feet when I'm going from point A to point B to be able to experience life and all the adventures that it has to offer. So I'm looking forward to sharing these with you, but before we take a look at the footwear, we got to talk about an item that's often overlooked, your socks. I love using wool socks, regardless if I'm at the gym or in the backcountry doing a day hike or a backpacking trip. And it's a bonus when you see USA wool embroidered right on your sock from a brand we already know and love, Grip 6. Yeah, you and I both know Grip 6 from their amazing, very minimalistic friction style belts that are made right here in America in the state of Utah that I've been using for years and have so much versatility. They're so low profile, so tough and durable, and have been just performing for me for years. And recently they started producing wool socks both in crew as well as ankle sizes for both men and women. And I got to tell you guys, the fact that they are sourced right here in the Rocky Mountains and then manufactured in the state of Utah and with a lifetime warranty, regardless if it's the lower profile ankle sock for working out or, you know, going for a run, or that larger crew sock that is going to be great for like high tops and boots, and you know, you're going to the job site or you're doing a multi-day backpacking trip. Either way, regardless of the scenario, I believe Grip 6 is producing an amazing product, a great pair of socks that I've now been using and now have been trusting for many of my already awesome outdoor adventures. So I invite you guys to go click that hyperlink in the description box below. Go check out what they got going on, not only in their sock collection, but they got wallets and belts all manufactured right here in America. And it's just super cool to have them sponsoring this video, because not only do I get to tell you guys about a company that is hiring and using not only US wool, but US manufacturing, making US jobs, but is giving us an amazing product, and it's helping us continue to make content here at the channel. So go check them out. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and see what type of footwear that I am looking forward to getting me out on my adventures for this summer. I gotta hit that cup of joe. Stay fueled. Well, number 1 on our list today are the Merrell Nova 2 mid-top shoes. Guys, if my house was to burn down today and I lost all of the footwear that I own, these would be the very first pair of shoes I would immediately go out and buy to replace my footwear collection. And the reason is multi-layered and multifaceted. I've had these now for about 6 months. I got them in late summer, early fall of 2020, and I went on a trek with them, and I immediately went out and bought another pair because I fell in love with them so much. They're very lightweight at about 13.5 ounces for each shoe, and what you're gonna get is Vibram traction, which is phenomenal, with heavy duty lugs, just really well built even though it's so lightweight. It's waterproof. It has a rock bed so that it can protect your feet and help fight against fatigue on rougher terrain, which we definitely have here in the Rocky Mountains. Got a good kind of rubberized nose to really reinforce that tip when you're hiking and, you know, trekking and doing those type of things. Waterproof but still breathable. They have low top versions, they have Gore-Tex versions, they have non-waterproof versions, several different color combinations. Really, the options are endless in what these shoes have to offer, and at around about $130 to about $110 depending on low top and, you know, color combinations and those type of things. They come in at a good price point as well. I can run and jog with them if I have to. I can go on all sorts of different terrain. It's just amazing what these shoes have to offer, and I've been using them now almost constantly for 6 months now. And just for a quick data point for you guys, I wear size 11. All these items you're about to see are size 11. I have a basic arch, not too high, not too low, and I have a regular size width foot, not wide, not narrow. And all of these items really fit me well. And throughout the video, we will have links for you as well over to backcountry.com as well as Amazon, where you can pick up all of these items that I'm showing you here today. But this is number one, and we're starting out first with my favorite of my footwear essential items. Now, number two on the list are the Z1 Cloud Chaco sandals. Now, being from California originally, I grew up wearing flip-flops and, lightweight sandals with multi-straps. And those are fine, when you're just scooting around the yard or, cooking and grilling or hanging out by the pool. But for actual heavy activities, regardless if it's, more like kayaking or hiking or just doing a lot of activity and you need something that's like stable on your foot, there just never has really been something that I've gravitated to. But I never thought I would fall in love with these Chacos like I have. Mainly because I balked at the weight, because these guys come in a little bit heavier than the Merrells we just looked at about 14.5 ounces per sandal. But also the price, it coming in usually around like $100. Sometimes you get them a little less, a little bit more. But I found them on a screaming deal. I said, you know what, let me just give them a shot. Let's see what they can do. And I basically couldn't take them off all of summer 2020. It was crazy what these can do, how comfortable they are, how structured and supportive they are, that basically if you don't want shoes on because of either the more wet environment or you just like the breathability of sandals, these really have proven themselves, and I will buy them again at full price when the time comes years from now when these finally break down. I will say, as a data point for you, I did go with these Z1s, which does not have the extra toe loop, because I've heard mixed reviews about sometimes that causing problems with people's circulation in their big toe. And these hold just fine. So if that's something that you're a little concerned about, these still give you great grip onto your foot. I never once have slipped out of these with all the different stuff that I've done with these sandals. And I can't say enough good things about them. And when I need a pair of sandals because of the environment, man, do I love these Chacos. Number three are the Vasque Jux shoes. These are low top, heavy duty, suede, basically tennis shoes. Think of a tennis shoe that's fully suede and really overbuilt. That's what you got with this. And these are actually the longest running design in my entire footwear collection. I've been wearing these for almost a decade. This design, it hasn't changed outside of color combinations in all that time. And the reason I connected with them originally is I've had the opportunity to go around the world on short-term mission trips and getting to meet so many amazing cultures, sharing love with people, and being able to see so many amazing different environments. And I wanted something that was pretty lightweight, so I didn't want a huge heavy-duty boot. And I didn't want something that was really light, though, that would get, gnarred up and trashed depending on the environment. Because I've been everywhere from the jungles of Cambodia multiple times to China. I've been to Egypt and Israel and Jordan and South Africa and Botswana and Haiti and Russia and all over the globe. And I wanted something that would give me this blending of a low top kind of sneaker style, but a little bit overbuilt, and that's exactly what these bad boys are. With that suede body, they have a good off-grid traction plan that I've only found doesn't work really well with ice. Every other terrain that I've crossed across this globe, it works really good. If it's icy, these treads don't really seem to grip quite as well as I would like, but other than that, they're phenomenal. Really good reinforced overbuilt boot nose here that you don't see on a lot of tennis shoes, so that's going to give you strength and durability, but still being rather breathable for a leather shoe, even though it's not waterproof. And I didn't even have a problem with that, even when I was in the areas of Cambodia and things like that. And so, guys, this design has been with me almost a decade, and I would continue to go around the world with this pair of shoes because of what it offers, where so many other shoes either are too lightweight or too overbuilt. This gives you a perfect blending of two. Now, currently, I believe they have about 5 different color combinations, and they'll go anywhere for about $100 to $120. Just depends on where you pick them up. All right, number 4 on the list are these moccasin sneaker hybrids. And these are the Teva Ember Mocs. And that's exactly what they have basically done with this design, giving you some of the support you see in a lightweight sneaker with some good pattern traction, some nice foam support there, and then giving you enough insulation to keep your toes warm, say on those edge months, or if you just live in an environment like me. I live in the Rocky Mountains. We went camping this summer, past summer, in Leadville, which is about 10,000 feet, and it was 75 during the day at the lake, but when we were at the campsite in the evening and in the morning, it got down to 37 degrees. So flip-flops or sandals weren't quite it, and I needed something that was kind of in between. And so that's really where I find these fitting a really beautiful niche for me. You got some reinforced toe, you got a little bit of waterproof capability with some of that insulation, a removable insole, and on top of all of that, you get this neoprene backer that you can either crush and kind of scoot around the home as kind of like a house slipper, or that cups your heel really nicely, and you can run over to the grocery store and it doesn't skip a beat. Now, the only downside with these is that the design, the materials, in my opinion, are more like a $50 item. These guys usually go for about $75 on average, so it is a pretty penny. I was able to pick them up on a good discount, but when they do finally break down, I will absolutely pay another $75 if I can't find them on a steal to get the performance that these offer you when you need a slipper that has a lot more functionality than just like one of those heavy wool house slippers. And you want to be able to go from point A to point B and do a lot for you in a lot of different environments. Man, these Teva Ember Mocs can get it done. And they do offer these in men's, women's, they have high tops, they have a whole family now, and they have them in kids sizes as well for you to check out in those hyperlinks below. And last but not least, we're gonna go heavy duty boots with the 511 Union 6-inch waterproof boot. Now, 511 has really stepped their game up in the last few years in their footwear arena, using super high-end materials like Vibram soles with a great pattern. You get a really well overbuilt toe rubber cap right here, so give you toughness and durability, and then that good waterproofness at 6 inches is really going to go up above that ankle and give you really good ankle support with heavy duty leather and nylon combinations. It really can perform in just about every environment that I've asked it to, regardless if it was over the winter doing snowpack trails and keeping my feet dry and being able to trek on all those type of terrain and doing those type of really gnarly, beefy, outdoor adventures, but also, doing yard work in the backyard, shoveling the driveway, as well as doing demo work, for a buddy who's redesigning their house, whatever it may be. This has become something that when I need that heavy duty boot and I need waterproof, man, I keep gravitating to this one over the rest of the designs in my collection. Now, these will definitely be somewhat warm, 90 degrees in the middle of summer. It says it has breathability. It breathes a little bit, but it's leather, it's waterproof. They're not the most breathable shoes out there, but that's not what you're looking for necessarily with an overbuilt boot like this. Now, these guys have about 3 different color combinations, and they will be coming in at around $165 on average for the style and design. And we'll have links for you over to the 511 website that you can go take a look at what they have in the color combinations, as well as a few of their other design boots very similar to this. Well, guys, there you have it. Thanks so much for coming over and joining me as I've shared with you the 5 footwear items that I trust that are going to be getting me into my adventures coming spring and summer 2021 here. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. What are maybe the footwear items that you trust, that you really enjoy, and that you use, and what ones maybe you want to see me test out and review these coming summer months. I look forward to reading all those comments and having the conversation below with you guys. And I just thank you for your continued support here, checking out the other video that's popping up. I invite you to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber here at the channel. We're throwing up content like this every single week. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.